This woman makes, I believe the title had said, living off of $133,000 in New York City at age 22. I thought that this would be a good one to react to. I haven't seen it yet. Living on $133,000 in NYC at the age of 22. Let's get into the show. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for the super chats. Make sure you actually hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. For real. Don't just gloss over it. Hit a like. But then in addition to that, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat.
Right before I chose
Hold on, let me exit this out. All right, let's rock.
which college I was going to attend, I had earned over $1.8 million in scholarships. And that's a combination of full ride offers as well as different outside scholarship opportunities. By the time that I had graduated from Princeton 4 years later, I earned over $2 million in scholarships.
We're not going to skip over this, though. We're not going to skip over this. Listen, this chick said by the time I graduated from Princeton, we're not going to skip over the fact that she just acquired over $2 million in scholarships and she graduated from Princeton. Shout out the baby girl. Shout out the baby girl. Listen. I know I hold women accountable. I hold guys accountable, but I'm not just going to skip over that and not act like that's not excellence. I know Dr. Umar Johnson said college is not the thing that is going to help us become more successful, but this woman is graduating from Princeton with no debt, $2 million in scholarships, and she's living off of $133,000 at age 22 in New York City. I see nothing wrong here. We're going to have to give our ladies our flowers because there's some ones that's actually out here doing the work. You see where she at? She in the bookstore. I love my chocolate ladies that's out here doing the work. And her glasses is fly. And you know what the funniest thing about this whole thing is before we get into it? This is not even a popular one, right? This has been on CNBC's Make It for like 2 days, and it don't even have 100,000 views. All of the other ones, all of the other trash ones, and the ones where people is out here messing up the bag and fumbling the money and all of that, this just shows me that people don't want the best thing for them. They only want the insight and the information from the stuff that's not that good. Okay, let's rock. I love New York, by the way. One of my favorite cities.
I'm Gabriella Carter, a 22-year-old recent graduate from Princeton University who earned over $2 million in scholarships.
And she
I
glad
recently
about
moved
that.
to New York
I
City,
like that.
where I made $133,000 last year.
So now, not only did she secure college scholarships for herself in the amount of $2 million, she created a business that helps students secure scholarships for college. The price of the brick just went up. The price of the bag just went up. She's also fulfilling a purpose and helping other people, and she's getting paid and rewarded to do so. I have no problems at all. I have no problems at all with what it is that I'm seeing right here. Shout out to Faith. I'm going to be reading your super chat shortly. Hold on, wait. Let me back up. What, did I miss something? In 2022, she made $45,000 from her corporate job and $87,000 from her business. Listen. All right, hold on. Because this is gonna be a good one. I don't want to hear anybody sitting here running in the Victim Olympics. I don't want to hear anybody running in the Victim Olympics. She's working 2 jobs. She's working her regular job and she's working her business. For those of y'all that keep saying, listen, I just want to do my 40 hours and go home. I don't want to hear it. If your chick is out working you, I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested in having a conversation. Everybody need a hustle. Everybody need a second job. Everybody need to be getting to that bag. And she's growing her business to where she can get to the point to where she can leave her business. When she said I made $133,000, she didn't say I just got that from corporate America. She says I'm getting that bag. I'm getting that bag. Somebody said I ain't feeling her nails. Man, that's cosmetic. We ain't worried about that. We like their mindset. It's the mindset that they gotta have when they came into the conversation. I like the mindset. I don't give a fuck about no nails. Man, them nails don't mean nothing to me. I can't see them nails from the back anyway.
I was originally
she on track to make $200,000 this year. Bag chasing. Might have to get her on the show. Somebody get Gabriella Carter. Give me her email. Let me send her a message.
Born in Jamaica. I spent majority of my life.
It's so hard to get through these videos because everything that I see come out of these conversations is a reflection of the thing that I talk about on a regular basis. I said these people that come from these other countries, they got a work ethic. That last chick, what was her name? Bukola? Wasn't she from like Nigeria or Jamaica or something like that? Wasn't she like that? She was from one of those places. All these chicks that's from these other countries, all these guys from these other countries, they are killing it and they are winning. They are absolutely washing and mopping the floor from people that are inherently from this country.
Life growing up in London. My parents definitely struggled a lot when they were in Jamaica, which is why they were so adamant about moving us wherever we needed to be in the world so that we can have the best opportunities possible. I think I did always want to go to college, even though I didn't necessarily know what that
She look good. I don't care what y'all talking about.
process looked like at all, because I'm the
her.
first person in my family to go to college. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube and Google just figuring out ways to help me pay for college, and that's how I stumbled upon scholarships. In the beginning, I didn't have as much
It's something
success.
about a woman that is educated and smart and has the right mindset. All of that other stuff, them baby hairs, them eyelashes, the wigs and stuff, we could fix that. That's cosmetic. As long as you ain't got no BBL and you don't have no crazy breast or something like that, we can fix all of that other type of stuff. When we talking about what's attractive to me for a woman is her mindset. It's her submissiveness. It's her humility. It's her grind. It's her hustle. It's her ability to be able to communicate effectively. I don't care about all of that other type of stuff. All that other stuff, that's for the women that you just want to bust down. It's a difference between a chick that you look at for the potential of building with and a chick that you looking at that you just want to rock out to. A lot of dudes, they look at these chicks and they say, oh yeah, she looks so good, I'd wife her. Man, that's the chick that's going to be the 3-time baby mama, bro. She ain't got no mind of her own. She don't even know how to think correctly. I'm looking at her mind. Your mind is going to be the thing that we then leapfrog off of in order to determine whether or not we are equally yoked. They say, how do you know she's submissive? Because how it is that she listened to her father. That's the first way. Deering, you said, how do you know that she's submissive? Because of how it is that she is dealing with her father. Did you hear what she said in the very beginning? That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Listen, they're going to leave clues and they're going to leave breadcrumbs all over the place in order for you to actually be able to determine who she really is. The thing that my daughter sees on a regular basis and the things that she takes is she sees how it is that I treat her mother.
As I would like. And rejection is not the easiest pill to swallow. I remember getting rejected to 30 different opportunities back to back, and it was demoralizing. But right when I was about to give up, I won a $20,000 scholarship from the Coca-Cola Foundation. So once I got that win, it really upped my confidence again. And because I had applied to so many scholarships before, even though I got rejected, my skills were getting better at writing and articulating my story. So the more scholarships I applied to, the better applications I was able to submit and ultimately have more success.
Now you got Chat GBT. You ain't even got to trip about it. You can have Chat GBT write your things now.
That's down the line.
Dang, 35 scholarships, $2 million. Graduated from college debt free. What, Anton? You telling me that there's ways for people to, multiple different alternatives and ways for people to be able to go to college and be able to get that bag? You telling me you don't have to run in the Victim Olympics? You don't have to sit here and get mad because man, this woman just went in and she said, listen, I got rejected like 35 times. She said I got rejected 35 times. And right before I was about to give up, I got a scholarship from Coca-Cola. I got a shout out to Brock. I'm reading your super chat in a minute. Rejection is not a bad thing. Losing is not a bad thing. Failing forward is what it is that you want to do. It's not about how many times you lose. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how it is that you react to it. You telling me that there are so many different alternatives that allow for you to be able to go to school and graduate debt-free.
I ended up ultimately choosing to attend Princeton University because of the prestige. I was becoming increasingly aware of how the Ivy League could open a lot of doors that you may not necessarily have access to at other schools.
Not African American studies. Whatever. It's free. She got it for free, so I'm not going to trip too hard.
Fortunately, I did not have to stress about money while I was in school. I keep me a few jobs all the time. So I definitely had like 3 different jobs on campus. But on top of that, I received a lot of money in scholarship disbursements, which is basically like when you get a refund check that can go into your bank account. So by the time I had graduated, I was able to save over 6 figures in my bank account.
This chick just gave you a life hack and y'all missed it. She gave y'all a life hack and y'all missed it. She said I kept like 2-3 jobs on campuses. But then when I would get my disbursement as a result of whatever was left over from my scholarship, from my tuition, by the time that I graduated, I had 6 figures in my bank account. Free money. Literally free money. We need these type of people to work with us. We need these type of people that work with us. You don't have to go to what is those schools? Those black schools or whatever like that. You can go over to Princeton, and I want to see what it is that they taught you. I want to see what your hustle like. I want to see what your mindset is like. These are the type of people that I recruit because I want them on the team. I like that. I like that.
Which really gave me a lot of...
And it also shows me that she knows how to save and handle money well. Because most people wouldn't still have 6 figures in their bank account. They would have spent that because they would have just looked at it as free money. But she leveraged it. She not only leveraged her scholarships in order to be able to go to the school, a prestigious school for free, but she also leveraged the money in order to start off her businesses. Man, I love it.
Good cushioning to
I'm gonna work on it
for
as
adulthood.
Oh, she got my card. She got that Chase Sapphire. Is that preferred? Oh, she got the preferred. I got the reserve. We reserving over here. Listen, I like it though. I want to see what her budget like.
My main goals with the money that I'm saving and investing are definitely to...
So she's stacking $8,300 a month. I like that. Yep, dog. This is getting better and better. We need the fellas to come through. I might be having to do my own. Housing and utilities, $1,400 a month. Transportation, $385. Savings and investments. That's what I like. I'm so glad that it says investments, not just savings, because I look at the investment. She said $8,300 a month. I'm loving this.
Acquire property as soon as possible. I feel like that's a really great way to diversify the assets that I have and income generating opportunities.
I don't see nothing wrong. She said, I'm about to start buying property. She's 22 years old. She must be a bag chaser.
And outside of that, I just want to give myself a good head start and cushioning to be able to do what I want. Like if I want to go travel, I don't want to have to be worried about that. Or if I wanted to start a different business venture.
What's up with the sound effects? That was not the sound effects of that stuff breaking.
I feel like money opens up a lot of doors to be able to explore your dreams and have really unique experiences. So that.
Let's stop there for a second. She says money opens up a lot of doors for you to be able to have experiences and live your dreams. I thought y'all said that money didn't buy happiness. I thought y'all said money didn't buy happiness. How don't it buy happiness? And she's literally telling you she graduated debt free. She went to college. She started her own business. She saved 6 figures before she ever left college. And people sitting here telling me that money don't buy happiness. How don't money buy happiness? Somebody in the chat, somebody that says best weight loss motivation says, Anton, why you happy to see black folks lose? She winning. I'm literally celebrating her. No, you don't want to see me hold black folks accountable. That's the difference. You don't want to see me hold black folks accountable. That's the difference. It's not that I like to see you lose. I'm literally celebrating her. I celebrated her. I celebrated Bacola. I celebrate my own life and my wife. What are you talking about? If you losing, I'm going to say you losing. You want me to tell you winning when you winning and you losing? Stop running into the victim Olympics, fam. Let's continue.
That's what pushes me to save and invest as much as possible. I moved to New York City in July of 2022.
Nice.
My apartment is worth $4,500 a month, and I live with 2 other roommates, and my share of the rent is $1,245.
Roommates, I like it. Everything she's doing is making sense. Everything
Majority
she
of
doing
that
is
food
making
is
sense.
eating out, but I definitely do cook sometimes. Some of those meals are
Hey,
business.
check it out. Somebody said pride cometh. I'm going to come back to that plan. I'm going to come back to that comment at the end. Don't worry about it. I like that comment. People tell me that all the time. They've been telling me that since I was a little kid. I'm going to come back to that comment. I promise you.
And others are for more social activities where I'm going out to eat with friends.
She expenses the business dinners.
I definitely do try to take the train when I can, but a significant portion of that budget comes from taking Ubers and Lyfts around the city.
I knew she was going to say Ubers.
Each month, I allocate around $5,000 to $10,000 towards saving and investing. I save majority of my money in a high yield savings account, whereas another portion of that money goes towards my brokerage account.
Dog, is this woman the prototype? Is this woman not the prototype? Is she not literally saying exactly what I say on this platform for years, word for word, that the majority of your money does not have to? Now, I don't like the idea that it's in a savings account. She's saying a high yield savings account. It doesn't matter. I don't like money being sitting in a savings account, but I'm okay. I'm okay with her because she's doing every single thing right. Every other thing that she's doing is right. And so I have no problem with her saying, listen, some of the money is going into this place. Okay, cool. But you're not blowing it. You're not fucking up the bag. You're not maximizing a return, but the rest of it is going into a brokerage account. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it.
I definitely do plan to retire early. And when I say that I want to retire early, that doesn't mean that I don't plan to do work. I just don't want to have to be working.
If I need a second wife, she might be it. She's literally speaking my language. She said, I want the option. That don't mean I ain't going to be doing nothing. It just means that I'm not going to be doing what you want me to do.
To make a living. And I want my work to be more related to my passions. My first job out of college was working as a global marketing analyst. I felt comfortable enough to quit my 9-to-5 job once I was on a trajectory to earn more money than I had the previous year. When I was at my corporate job, I was making $90,000 a year and working 50 hours a week. But now through my business, I'm on track to make $200K this year. And I typically work between 30 to 40 hours a week.
If you need help with your scholarship essays, keep watching this video because I'm about to show you how you can see actual.
She worked a regular job until her business outgrew what it was that she was doing for a living. She didn't just jump off the bridge and then just say, hey, I'm going to just go for it. She was willing to do more than one thing at a time and grow the business until she outgrew a regular job, and now she's putting the majority of her resources into the business. She literally is making no fumbles and no mistakes.
Two essays that won thousands of dollars. Quitting my job was liberating, but very scary as well, especially since I'm pretty young and very early in my corporate career. If I had graduated with student loan debt, I think it would have been harder to leave my corporate job because at the end of the day, debt doesn't have to deter you from making the decisions that are best for you in your life, but it definitely can make some decisions like that harder.
I like what it is that she got going on. Well, let me play a little bit more. Let me see what's. All right. She's just going to talk about her business and stuff like that. Shout out to Gabriella Carter. I'm going to have to try and see if I can reach out to her and see what the vibe is, because I'm curious as to what it is that she's talking about and what her life is like